So, I'm going to play some Mass Effect 3. What are we going to do? So, last time we left off, we went around the Citadel, completed a bunch of side quests. Still got a bunch of side quests to do. But it's just, I'm not sure where we need to go. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start the DLC. It is Leviathan DLC, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. So, it's no longer on the TV, just on my headphones. So, you don't have to hear the game twice, which is lovely. Let's go to Dr. Bryson's lab and we shall start the Leviathan DLC. God, all these... I realise all the cutscenes in like a lot of video games nowadays look like a lower resolution and look quite terrible. A bit pixelated. Because I was playing... it was quite a new game as well. What was it? I think it was Tom Clancy's Wildlands. And during the cutscenes, everything looks pixelated, like it had been scaled down. And looking at the cutscenes in this reminded me of that, so that's why. Okay, so I think we got an email from... Was it Admiral Hackett telling us to go to Dr. Bryson?
Yes, sir. Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
Task Force, just the two of you?
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Sounds useful.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near.
That's sinister music.
No.
Paragon! Paragon!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my
It
location.
usually makes a noise when I did it.
Be here. The darkness
I'll have to compare that with a Renegade playthrough and see if that was something different. I think it was.
Transit record.
What happens if I don't press it? Nothing? Okay. That was badass.
Commander Shepard, I need C.
Show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
I mean, besides researching Reapers? Like he's already told us.
What's happening?
It's a good question. You tell us.
Tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I was looking at Bryson.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me!
Character was looking off to the
I
side.
have to believe that.
Yeah, you're being indoctrinated. We know about this theory, but for some reason, like, they made it so we have to... Like, it's written like we haven't encountered it before.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
And our first-hand experiences.
Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Been left over from the last war.
That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Leviathan sounds dangerous. God damn, being Paragon sometimes sounds so wimpy.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Oh, you mean this one right in front of me?
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned.
What?
But here's the log.
Oh, there it is.
Dr. Bryson.
Boy, it moved over to the
Sending you an
artifact.
I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
We can find him together.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Okay, so that's our goal. We've got to fucking narrow it down until we find where we need to go. So let's do some upgrading. What was I doing before? It's been ages. Incinerate's useful. Marksman is also useful. Does it do any weapon damage? Headshot damage? That would be good for me. And sticky grenade is also useful. I don't know. Incinerate and disruptor ammo are nearly to the top, so I'm going to go for those two then. Incinerate, we shall increase the recharge speed because I do love Incinerate. And Edie, you are obviously getting up overload. That's fine. Done. Wait until we get to the rest of the characters. Let's activate this.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay, so yeah, you can actually go to all the sectors and manually search them for Garneau, but it takes forever, so you can actually filter it down to just like 3 or 4 planets or 3 or 4 systems. And I believe that there is an achievement for finding him without using a filter, but I'm not going to go for that because it's just too much time. I'll probably do that offline at some point. So let's have a look at the artifacts.
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Okay, we've got a like a Krogan, a statue or a Krogan head, like it's been destroyed or something like that. Now this artifact, we've seen 2 things like that before, haven't we? In Mass Effect 1 there was one like that on a planet, that you need the Asari, was it like a necklace or something like that, an amulet that she gave you, the Asari Counselor, not Counselor, was it? Fucking, I don't remember the names of anything now. But yeah, she gave you an amulet and you go to a planet and it gives like a log of Reapers, like scanning like early human evolution back when we were cavemen, and then they decided, but we'll leave them, not good enough to kill. And the other one we found in Mass Effect 2 and we kept it in our cabin, which I don't know where it is anymore. It's obviously Reaper technology or Prothean technology from the looks of it. I mean, we've seen from what like Javik's room, like they interact with like liquid, and that's like a ball of liquid stuff. You never know. Also, we've got a husk head. Personally, I think that it was just torturing it. Like, it's fucking, it's fucked up. Like a nightmare existence for that creature.
Prothean artifacts.
Completely pointless.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
No shit. What was this?
These are all murders in which the accused motive in claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
And what's this?
Time and date chart.
Right next to it. Found it.
Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
There's a high velocity barrel somewhere. Okay, let's go another filter.
Blackout crimes?
Pointless.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be...
I believe there is actually only one that you need. Only one that's useful, if I remember from the Renegade playthrough. So when we find that one, we'll know, because it'll be like, oh, this is actually useful, as opposed to, this is not useful. There are 3 things, we've got 3 things out here that we can find. I think they're all attachments. I think there's one behind here. Yep, there we go. Slept out in his garden. You know, why not? God, I love the Citadel. I always say that when I'm here, but I just fucking love it. It's so nice, it's so futuristic. I love it. This is the main lab. What else we got?
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
I guess we'll have to figure it out.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
I was gonna say, where is Edie? Just like chilling in the garden. Bit of a Reaper artifact.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Cool. Piece of Sovereign. Mass Effect 1. You would have think like they would have collected all the bits of Sovereign and or his corpse and like studied it. There's quite a lot of him left. I mean, didn't it like one of his fingers like come flying at us and hit us in like the council room or something like that? From what I remember. Loads of him left.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Might be a bit racist to say, but they all sound the same. It's obviously the same voice actor, and you just like pitch shift it. Make it sound a little bit different.
By Anne Bryson.
There's numbers there, I can see them. They're yellow.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
Bacon. It's always bacon.
Take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Easy done. Unlock that. See what else we can get. We've also got to keep looking around because there could be anything. And there's way more search filters that we can find.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding the search filter now.
I guarantee that's the only search field that matters, because that's the one where you have to get the encryption key for it. So instead of just like looking at something and saying like this is useful, you actually have to go and get the key first.
Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence, but the timing is wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
I guarantee it's a thing right next to it.
Those appear to be
Yep.
sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
That was fucking easy. Right next to it again. Oh, another fucking attachment. I'll take it.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it.
Sorry to interrupt you, LED. I've got the useful information.
With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Doing so now.
There you go, something on the wall over here.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Oh, you mean like this? God knows why he did that. I was going to say, like, maybe to draw maps on it like this and then you can turn it off so you can see the pictures underneath, but then this is like the future. We can have like monitors that do this already.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Of course.
And something here, PDA. The Thorian, August 172185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Theros, provided fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays, proving artifacts were not interested. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labour, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing for a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. Okay, is that everything? We know when we'll get back to the search filter because it should all have stuff on all the sides. Yeah, there we go. When it's all, there's no space for anything else there. Right, I think if they highlighted, they've already been used.
No results.
No
Some
results.
Of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
It says that, but it highlights planets. I don't get that.
Element 0 deposits.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Yeah, and Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Yep, okay, Edie. And what was the last one? Creature sightings?
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
No results, but they're all on here, have I? Have I done it in an order where she doesn't say, oh, it's got to be these 4 systems, or have I missed that message? Who knows, fuck it, we'll go off and explore. I think there's a load of new systems on the galaxy map now for us to check out.
Shepard, we should not until we have more information on Garneau's whereabouts.
Well, Edie, I'm going to say it's the systems in here. Do you know the ones that are highlighted? We've got 2 up there, 1. Well, there's actually 2, 4, 6. Right, we've got 6 sectors that we can explore, Edie. I think it's just this one that matters here, so we turn that off. Turn it back on now.
Activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Have I broken the game? Oh god, I'm going to turn them all off. What should happen is, I believe it is just a... Yeah, shut up, Edie.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
What about now? Is that it?
On the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Right, okay, so you only need that one, but what should I guess you have to activate that one first then before anything else. That's strange. Okay, yes, activate that one. In fact, only get that one, which is that encrypted PDA, and then go to the systems. I think it has to be the first system that you go to that has him in. I don't remember which one it is, so I probably won't get the achievement this time. But fuck it, I'm going to do it now. Let's move. Go straight back to the Normandy. I'm just going to power through this DLC, and then go back to the Citadel, see if there's anything we can do. And one quick run around, see if there's any quests that I missed.